It's a big Neo says, I noticed that during the last hit training doing pull down, my biceps and forearms are so aching that I can't pull down more. Should I use straps or do different exercises engaging separately lats? Yeah, so the biceps and the forearms definitely can be a limiting factor. And there's a number of things that can go into that. And a lot of that discomfort can just be because you have more sensory nerves in your biceps or in your forearms compared to in your lats. That would be a good example of a time that you may want to use straps. If you can do any kind of pullover movement, you could always pre-exhaust the lats with like a cable pullover, or if your gym has a pullover machine, that'd be a good idea too. Otherwise, you could do a cable pull in. If you can reach up kind of the side and pull your humerus inwards and also slightly backwards, you can kind of pre-exhaust the lats that way. Proprioception is a bit wonky though sometimes. Just because you're feeling something more in certain muscle groups, it doesn't mean that what you're trying to hit isn't getting adequately worked. This is one of those that if you're talking about a specific video that you put out, I think I'd like to have a look at it. But if you're looking at the total volume of the muscles that are involved in a pull down, at least in terms of three-dimensional volume, not surface area, the volume of the biceps, the brachialis, the brachyradialis, things that function in lower arm flexion or elbow flexion, I believe collectively are slightly bigger than the actual lats themselves. So when we're doing pull downs, sometimes we can feel it significantly more, and we may think that our biceps or forearms are being a limiting factor, but I don't know if I necessarily buy into that idea. If you can, and you want to be sure about it, try and do some kind of pre-exhaust movement for the lats. Otherwise, having straps would be a good idea. But even if you're strapping up, that's only going to largely remove the forearm involvement. You're still going to get some bicep involvement. Otherwise, if you have those hanging straps that people use a lot to do hanging leg raises, and I have a pair in my studio, I don't have one sitting next to me now. I have clients with rheumatoid arthritis and carpal tunnel that I will have them do that. And it largely takes out a lot of the bicep involvement and most of the forearm involvement in a pull down. Otherwise, that's an excellent question for Jonathan. I'm going to try and plug consultations for Jonathan as much as I can in this video.